Hello, welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research has raised questions about the availability of funds to implement the Ghana Cares Batampa program. According to its director, Professor Peter Korte, the 100 billion cedi target for the program could be difficult to raise. At a news conference to explain the Institute's position on the 2021 mid-year review of the budget, Professor Korte said although the program is a promising one to revive the economy, raising funds to implement it is a major hurdle. There's more in this report.
The Ghana Cares program is a new initiative by government to stimulate growth of the economy after suffering from the adverse effect of COVID-19 pandemic. According to the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, the slow pace at which businesses are recovering could hamper progress of the initiative. Director of the Institute, Professor Peter Korte, believes the 100 billion cedi target may not be realized.
It's certainly going to be a struggle because government revenue numbers are not showing. It's not meeting the target. The private sector is also struggling. So I think it might raise some revenue, but not raise 100% the target that is set, the 100 billion. It might not be able to raise.
You think the revenue number should be reviewed? The 100 billion should be reviewed now?
Well, it's a target. At some point, if you realize you're not raising and you need to review some of the activities, that's fine. But it's too early to review it now.
Meanwhile, commenting on the new taxes that were introduced in the 2021 budget, Professor Korte believes there is a need for an assessment after several months of implementation since they have failed to meet the target.
Produced. We want to assess them to see whether they are yielding the right revenue as expected. Are they efficient, or rather becoming a nuisance to businesses? And I was quite impressed that the minister presented that information to us in the document. So we could now assess. At the moment it's below the target, and then I think by end of year we should know whether they are doing well or not, and then whether to scrap some of them and introduce new ones or find new ways of raising revenue.
But as a research institution, is it a prudent way of raising revenue, those new taxes, especially the one that has to do with the COVID-19 levy and then the financial services?
Yeah, you see, sometimes you strike a good balance between tax revenue and non-tax revenue. Unfortunately, we have concentrated on the tax revenue. We've not done so well in raising taxes through the non-tax, like state-owned enterprises becoming profitable and other things. Those are non-tax revenue. Rather, it's the tax revenue that we focus on. So certainly, if you're paying this levy on VAT, on other things, that is a quicker and easy way of collecting revenue. But as to whether they are yielding the needed revenue for government to spend to stimulate the economy, or rather affecting businesses, we are yet to ascertain that at the end of the year.
ISSER, however, described the 2021 budget review as optimistic.
And that's Business. Sports is coming up next.